Beyond the build, why great products fail and communities thrive. Your product is not enough. That uncomfortable truth sits at the heart of why so many brilliant businesses, especially those created by Black entrepreneurs, struggle to gain traction in today's marketplace. We've been sold a dangerous myth, a seductive whisper that says, if you build it, they will come. They won't. This revelation came to me during a transformative conversation with Taneka Sawadogo, a visionary champion for minority owned businesses across the diaspora. Her work spans continents, building bridges between entrepreneurs in America and Africa, creating pathways where traditional systems have failed. Taneka isn't just an expert, she's a revolutionary force reshaping how we understand business success for marginalized communities. Her insights cut through decades of conventional business wisdom to reveal fundamental truths that change everything about how we should approach entrepreneurship. The ecosystem Taneka emphasized, with the quiet certainty of someone who has witnessed both triumph and devastation, is what determines whether your brilliant idea lives or dies. This revelation isn't just important, it's revolutionary. And is particularly crucial for Black entrepreneurs who have historically been excluded from traditional networks of support, visibility, and capital. Let's be brutally honest, the marketplace isn't a meritocracy, it never has been. Excellence alone doesn't guarantee success. Quality alone doesn't ensure survival. And innovation alone doesn't promise prosperity. What does? According to Taneka Sawadogo's research and experience, three critical factors determine whether a minority owned business thrives or disappears: visibility within intentional ecosystems, community driven advocacy, and infrastructure tailored to local contexts. Consider this startling reality: 8 out of 10 Black owned businesses fail within the first 18 months. Not because their products aren't exceptional, not because their services aren't valuable, but because they remain invisible to the very customers who would eagerly support them. If only they knew these businesses existed. This invisibility isn't accidental, it's systemic. It's the result of generations of exclusion from mainstream marketing channels, investor networks, and business ecosystems that automatically amplify majority owned enterprises. But here's where the story gets interesting. Where traditional systems fail, community powered ecosystems are rising to fill the gap. Take Official Black Wall Street, founded by Mandy Bowman. This digital platform connects consumers with Black owned businesses across America. It's not just a directory, it's a movement, a digital ecosystem that has facilitated over 5 million searches and dramatically increased foot traffic and sales for thousands of businesses. I want you to really feel what this means. Imagine you've poured your life savings into creating the perfect product. You've sacrificed sleep, relationship, security. You've perfected every detail, and then silence. No customers, no sales. Not because your offering isn't valuable, but because you're invisible in a system designed to overlook you. Now imagine a platform comes along that suddenly makes you visible to millions of people actively looking for businesses exactly like yours. That's not just a nice marketing boost. That's the difference between survival and closure. Bowman's motivation came from watching neighborhood stores with excellent products close due to low patronage. The problem wasn't product quality, the problem was visibility and connection. Build it and they will come. Failed these businesses, but build a community around it and they will not only come, they'll bring others. Succeeded spectacularly. This brings us to Taneka's second critical insight: community support and brand advocacy drive business sustainability in ways that traditional marketing simply cannot match. Milan Brand Skin illustrates this principle perfectly. Founded by Patrice Chappelle, this skincare company focuses on products tailored for melanated skin tones, competing against industry giants with massive advertising budgets. Milan Brand faced an uphill battle for visibility, but Chappelle didn't just build a product, she built a movement. She leveraged social media to share her entrepreneurial journey and purpose driven mission. She encouraged customers to become advocates through authentic testimonials. The result? Through word of mouth referrals, especially among loyal customers sharing reviews online, the brand saw steady growth in both followers and sales without heavy ad spending. What's particularly powerful about Chappelle's story is her motivation. She wasn't just frustrated with mainstream beauty's neglect of diverse needs. She was inspired by her daughter's future. She wanted to create a world where her daughter would see herself reflected in beauty standards. That deep personal purpose resonated with customers who weren't just buying skincare, they were supporting a vision of inclusion they shared. This isn't just marketing, this is community building, this is ecosystem creation. This is the future of sustainable business growth for underrepresented entrepreneurs. What makes this approach so powerful is its authenticity. It's not about manipulation or clever advertising tricks. It's about genuine connection. It's about creating value that resonates so deeply with your community that they feel compelled to share it with others. But here's where many entrepreneurs stumble: they confuse social media presence with community building. They mistake followers for advocates. They conflate likes with loyalty. True community building goes deeper. It requires vulnerability. It demands consistency. It necessitates reciprocity. And most importantly, it requires a genuine commitment to serving your community's needs, not just selling to them. As Taneka Sawadogo emphasized in our conversation, the businesses that thrive aren't just selling products, they're solving problems that matter deeply to their communities. This brings us to her third crucial insight: investing in infrastructure, such as digital platforms, partnerships, and logistics systems, and tailoring approaches to local contexts unlocks long term growth for minority owned businesses. Southeastern Roastery, founded by Candy Shibley, exemplifies this principle brilliantly. This coffee company sources beans directly from African farmers, emphasizing fair trade practices. But what makes their approach remarkable is how they've adapted their strategy to different markets. In Ghana and West African markets, where trust, affordability, and relationships matter most, Shibley partnered with local vendors and events, prioritized face to face engagement, and tailored messaging around transparency and trust. In US markets, where innovation and social impact narratives resonate more strongly, she emphasized unique sourcing stories, quality certifications, and social impact. The result? A successful dual market presence that has earned recognition at international food expos and established strong B2B relationships locally. What's particularly powerful about Shibley's approach is how it recognizes that business success isn't just about the product, it's about understanding the cultural context in which that product exists. Coffee isn't just coffee, it's a cultural artifact with different meanings in different communities. By honoring those differences, Southeastern Roastery has built bridges across continents. This isn't just smart business, it's ecosystem thinking. It's recognizing that different communities have different needs, different values, and different ways of building trust. One size fits all approaches fail. Localized, context aware strategies succeed. But implementing these insights requires a fundamental shift in how we think about business building. It requires moving from a product first mindset to an ecosystem first approach. What does this look like in practice? First, it means starting with community before product, understanding deeply who you're serving, what they truly need, and how they prefer to engage. Second, it means investing in visibility within intentional ecosystems. This isn't about random marketing, it's about strategic presence in the space where your community already gathers, trusts, and spends. Third, it means cultivating authentic advocates, not just customers. This requires delivering value so compelling that people feel motivated to share your story without prompting. Fourth, it means adapting your approach to local contexts, recognizing that different communities have different pathways to trust and engagement. And finally, it means playing the long game. Ecosystem building isn't a quick win strategy, it's a sustainable approach to creating businesses that endure because they're embedded in communities that care about their success. The implications of this shift extend far beyond individual business success. When more entrepreneurs embrace an ecosystem first mindset, entire communities transform. As Taneka Sawadogo explained, communities experience compounding benefits such as job creation and wealth retention because every dollar spent circulates longer within trusted ecosystems before leaving them. This is economic empowerment that outlasts trends. This is wealth building that spans generations. This is community transformation that changes lives. So I challenge you today, reject the myth that excellence alone guarantees success. Embrace the truth that ecosystems determine destiny. If you're an entrepreneur, especially one from a marginalized community, stop pouring all your resources into product perfection while neglecting ecosystem building. Start cultivating your community before you finalize your offering. Begin weaving networks of support and visibility that'll sustain you when challenges arise. If you're a consumer, recognize the power you hold. Your purchasing decisions are votes for the kind of world you want to live in. Choose one minority owned business today, not next week, not when it's convenient today. Make a purchase, write a review, share their story, invite others into their ecosystem. And if you're an investor or institution with the power to shape markets, ask yourself, are you perpetuating systems that render brilliant businesses invisible? Or are you building bridges to connect overlooked entrepreneurs with the resources they deserve? The revolution in business isn't about better products, it's about better ecosystems. It's about creating communities of support that ensure no brilliant idea dies in obscurity simply because it came from someone society has systematically overlooked. Your product is not enough. Your community is everything. And in that profound shift of focus lies the future of entrepreneurship that truly serves us all.